Hello there guys, and of course a massive emerald welcome to the virtual walk round of our epic E63S, finished in Designo Magno Selenite Grey satin. That isn't a wrap, that is paint, and trust me, this car is truly monstrous. Over 600 brake, and it delivers it in complete effortless style and with all the noise you would expect. But why should you think about buying this car? Well, let me give you some more info. You've of course got the multi-beam LED headlight system. You've also got front parking sensors, and you can see that satin selenite grey looks absolutely incredible. You've got front parking sensors, you've got gloss black styling, honeycomb grille, and you can see moving around, it's a really executive boss level coupe that looks incredible. AMG black grille, that is of course the Panamericana, and you've got the gloss black splitter kit, the huge Mercedes black badge in the middle, and further parking sensors all the way round. And moving around, you've got your 20-inch 5 twin spoke AMG diamond cut alloy wheels with a red AMG caliper, and of course you've got the big brakes just peeping behind. It is a 4-litre V8 twin turbo, similar to the C63, but more monstrously tuned, and it is of course 4MATIC, which means it's 4-wheel drive. You've got the gloss black wrapped items just down here, just on the wings, to give it a nice sumptuous appearance, and of course as part of the E63 clap, and of course as part of the E63 pack, you of course get the really nice flared arches, flared side skirts, and give it a real sport feel. You've got the night pack on this, so you've got the black mirror caps just here, and you've got the D-chrome window surrounds, which of course take away too much executive and too much chrome and give it a really stealthy, sumptuous appearance. You've got an electronically operated panoramic roof, which we won't open fully because it is a little bit wet and rainy here. We don't want to ruin the interior. And on top of the door handles, you've got the gloss black contrast to the selenite grey. So absolutely incredible look in this car. If you're after a car that turns heads and creates a statement with a lot of noise, then the E63S is certainly the one for you. And that noise comes from these chrome finished AMG Performance exhaust, which of course you can turn the valves on and off from within the cabin. You've got rear parking distance control, you've got the Swarovski crystal rear lights, and you've got the black pack and black styling on the back of the car as well. You've got reverse camera, you've got 360 camera, and you've got a real nice gloss black diffuser down here that goes gorgeously with all the chrome. You can see that this is no Mickey Mouse car, this isn't a boy's car, this is a bona fide animal. And you can see the gloss black lip spoiler as well. Now lifting the boot up, you can see you click it underneath and it's remotely operated, and you've got the original number plate just there, and you've got a really big, really long boot which can easily get in golf clubs, push chairs, buggies, shopping. You wouldn't put animals in this because it is a flip up saloon boot lid, but you would easily get in anything from going on holiday or long road trips. And you've also got further storage just underneath with obviously your compressor tank, which is the air suspension, and you've got all the other items in there. To shut it, you simply press the button and watch it do its thing. Now you'll see that the car has been meticulously looked after, and rightly so. A car of this nature isn't one that you actually want to whip round too much in. It's one that you really would rather drive low and slow and make sure you get noticed and turn heads wherever you go. Free from any dinks, dents, or any horror marks that when you turn up. This is the true epitome of German performance. It's practical, it's super stylish, it's aggressively styled, and more than anything, it has a wicked spec level. So that's the exterior looked at. Let's head on inside and show you all the gizmos that this class-leading saloon has to offer. So internally, what does the E63 have to offer? just about everything. It's a huge big old interior, but it's probably one of the comfiest cars you will ever sit in. We recently did a video of this on our YouTube against the C63S, the baby brother, and I think it's fair to say I proved my point and told Mr. Joel Fearon, our Team G Olympic athlete, that he was wrong and this is better than the C63 in every way. You've of course got your hazelnut brown interior, which is an exclusive option, carbon fibre interior with a piano black, flat bottomed multi-spoke, and you've also got your multifunction steering wheel. You've got the gorgeous sweeping dash that is similar to that on the S-Class as well. You've got your IWC clock. You've just got absolutely everything on this. So we'll start on the door. So you can see you've got your Burmeister surround sound or Burmester. You've got your heating option on your seats. They're electronically operated and adjusted, and they've got the memory setting too. Now this button, if you click that button, what that'll do, can't quite see it now, that will enable you to move the passenger seat from within the driving seat. See, you've got the really nice carbon fibre weave just in there, and you've got that really nice hazelnut brown that leads onto the chrome styling. And on here you've got your electric folding mirrors, electrically adjustable mirrors, deadlock and electric windows. You've got boot release just down here, and you've got your AMG door inlay just there. You've got electronic lumbar support just here, which you can of course change to suit your requirements, but these chairs really do make you feel snug as a bug in a rug from factory. Right, so moving on in, let's just take a look. So you can see that the car's covered just over 56,000 miles, and this is the display you're greeted with. Now we'll turn the E63 on, which is from the push button start just here. Foot on the brake, turn it on, and you are of course met with the thunderous roar. Now down here you've got many different configuration options. So that is your heated steering wheel. You've also got your lane assist, you've got your parking sensors, and you've got the other options just on here for your vehicle rising, which is of course your AMG suspension. Now what you can also do is your gear stick is here. Please, when you're driving these, do not think this is the light stalk or the wipers, because you will crunch your gearbox and be left with a very hefty bill. On this side you've got your wipers and you've got your indicators, and on here really clearly stated you've got your paddle shift for your gears up and down. You can see this button on here changes your instrument cluster, and what you can do, you can change all the different options as and which. So the left hand button controls your media display, the right hand button controls your instrument cluster. So as you can see, you can have many different options on the left hand display. So you've got your G meter there, you've got your boost, and you've got other boost options. But if you click the home menu, you can change from any of the assistance graphics, and that will give you plenty of different options. Click on home again, your performance, which we've just been on. You can do a trip meter, you've got your consumption, you've got your eco display, you've got your miles per gallon, you've got your average, your reset. I mean, this thing is packed with so much tech you wouldn't believe. There's far too little time to go through every single option on this, but you'll get a good idea of just what it's capable of. DAB radio, FM, but of course you'll only ever use DAB. You've got your Bluetooth, your media streaming, your USB, your auxiliary. You've got so many different options on this, it's unreal. And of course you've got your Bluetooth there. Now the design, you can change your design and your layout of sport. You can have classic or you can have progressive. Now for me personally, I like the sport option just because I think the gold looks really nice in the centre console. For me, we'll stick with performance, and you can keep an eye on all the different options you've got. Now this button on here will change the instrument cluster menu, which can be slightly confusing, but it just means you don't have to do anything directly without taking your hands off the wheel. So you'll see on here we've got the other options as what we've just gone through on the steering wheel, and it's just a bit awkward to try and film and get it on at the same time. So if we go onto the home menu, you can see, right, navigation, you can have that on the full screen if you wish, which is something I would recommend. It's a massive screen, but it's in such good resolution and clarity. It's got real good contrast. It's not at all gets any glare because you've got your little fold down bit here, and it's just really simple to use. But that's the navigation we've shown you. We don't really need to go into any detail on that. We've got your radio, which of course we've said earlier, but you can see you've got all your different stations, and if you scroll across onto the left, you can change all your different options. Media, telephone, Mercedes Connect, and of course you've got your vehicle settings. And if you click on there, you can do your climate control, you can do your drive select mode, you can do AMG track pace, you've got your vehicle assistance, consumption, light settings and vehicle settings. We'll go into vehicle settings very quickly, and you can see you've got winter tyres, tow away, interior motion, belt lock, adjustment lock, acoustic lock, sorry, auto folding mirrors, automatic door lock, boot lid open limiter. I mean, the options on this are fully stacked. It's pretty crazy that this is a car and not a spaceship. Lighting options, you've got of course your ambient lighting, which is multicoloured. You can change all the different options and how it's done. We're not going to go through it all, but you can just see that it's absolutely stacked with things and gizmos for you to find. Assistance, you've got traffic sign, camera, brake assist, attention assist, lane assist, blind spot assist, everything that you'd need really, so you could do no wrong on the road. AMG track pace, as it says, is for racetrack only, so please do not use this when you are on the open road. But this basically data logs and gives you all the info of how quick you've been getting on your drag race or doing laps. Moving up, dynamic select, you can configure it individually, and this is of course your transmission, your suspension, your exhaust system and your stability. This just basically means you can configure it to suit your own mode at the optimum time for the best performance. And somebody's beat me to this already, where everything is done in what we would call all out, balls out race mode, but we will change that to manual because we like flappy paddles. The exhaust system, you've got the options of Comfort and Sport Plus. Sport Plus obviously gives it a much louder noise and it gives it a much better sound. So coming off that one, you've got your climate control as well, where you can change your air freshener, and you've got your ionisation. So your air freshener, you can see on there, you can change to how, just the frequency and how strong it is into the cabin. But it's a really cool feature, which again is something really different and bespoke to the Mercedes-Benz brand. Now on there, your perfume vial would live in the glove box just there, but this one doesn't yet have one in, so you would have to speak to your Mercedes dealer in order to get one. Now that was vehicle. You can of course go on system as well and change different displays, the input, the audio, the connectivity, command touch, the time and date, the language, the units, personalisation, software update, system backup, pin protection, info in the system, and reset every single thing I've just said back to factory. But for now, we're just going to put that back onto the sat-nav, because one, it's a really nice looking bit of kit, and two, we've explained everything in enough depth, I think, there. You see you've got the carbon fibre weave as well, in a real high gloss lacquer echoed all across, which really does accompany the nice hazelnut brown interior. Going on to the driver's door card, it's a real elegant, classy vehicle that really does epitomise the essence of the Mercedes-Benz brand. You've got your air vents here, which need no introduction or no explanation, and here you've got your air conditioning settings. So you've got the severity of the fan, the temperature, where the air is blown into the cabin, automatic. You've got your front windscreen, your rear windscreen, you've got your menu. You can synchronise the dual zone, recirculation, and if you want aircon or just manual heating. But you can see that also comes on the instrument cluster and the media control if that's where you want. And you can also see when you click menu, that brings up this option's on the media system itself. Now moving down, you've got your navigation, radio, media, telephone, vehicle settings, hazard lights, and the really nice IWC Schaffhausen clock. If I've said that right, I will take all your German money. You've got the piano gloss black inlay just here with the AMG branding and the real stylish chrome accessories. And in there you've got your locking wheel nut, you've got some storage and a 12-volt charger. Now, moving down onto here, you have got your media control system, which is your dynamic drive select, which we have briefly touched upon, but this is how you do it to the standard options. So you've got comfort, sport, sport plus, race, and of course you've got your individual mode, which we touched on earlier, of which you will have configured yourself. On here you have of course got your different settings for your memory, you've got your suspension setup, you've also got traction control off, you've got the volume control, you've got your performance exhaust, so when it's on and when it's off, you can hear it just gives a nice big open baffle noise, of which when the exhaust is opened it makes it a little bit louder. Got auto start stop, which is totally pointless on an E-Class because this is an absolute behemoth. And you've got your parking sensors and camera, which if you click on will bring you up in the menu box here, and you can see all the different camera options. You've got the whole real big camera option on there. You've got your other one on this one, which is a 180 degree, and you've got of course your 360 surround camera. You've got one that shows you from both sides of the car. You've also got one at the rear only, and you've got the normal camera with your 360 surround. It is absolutely stacked full of options, and I can't wait for you to come down and see it at head office. Now down here we've also got the brown hazelnut leather on the armrest. Click the button and you're greeted by an SD card reader, and you've also got 2 USB ports in there as well. So the seats, you can see the passenger seat is perforated leather with the brown on brown stitching, and you've also got the Appleback logo ingrained onto the headrest, which is of course the home of AMG. This is an absolutely incredible invention, and Mercedes have blown it out of the park. Now to open and close the pan roof, you've got the button here, so if you do hold that back, you'll see that the pan roof now opens all the way to there, and that is of course as far as it goes. You do get the mesh netting come up, which obviously stops flies and any debris coming into the cabin, and if you get too cold, simply the same button that you used to open it, hold that forward, and that will shut the pan roof, and it will also do the sunblind as well if you put it down again. So you've got a fixed rear panoramic roof, and you've got an electric folding front roof. I mean, all in all, that is pretty impressive. Now what we'll do, we'll jump out into the rear just so I can show you everything in great detail and just prove to you exactly how cool and how nice this really is inside. So you can see now you've got the real big bolster seating, and you've also got an indentation in here which the driver doesn't feel, but that does give you a little bit more leg room in the back. You've got your elasticated covers in there, AMG mats, and of course you've got the real big bolster seating in the back with Isofix. You've got extra storage cupboard in the middle as part of the armrest, 2 cup holders, and everything that you could possibly want. You've also got your ventilation system in here for the air conditioning coming into the rear, and storage just under there. You've also, just lastly, got your Burmeister surround and an extra tweeter just on the door inlay to ensure nobody misses out on the expertise that the guys at Burmeister deliver when it comes to sound. I mean, as far as a car goes in terms of style, class and pizzazz, I don't think the E63 can really be topped by anything else than the S63. But if you're still not sure, or you still need a little bit of clarification in order to make your decision, and maybe this could be of assistance. So we're going to see what powers this absolute weapon, and this is what does. The handcrafted 4 litre bi-turbo AMG engine. I mean, there's engine bays and then there's the AMG engine bay. Each engine is of course handcrafted by somebody at AMG Germany, and in this case it looks like Michael Badeo. If that's right, Michael, shout out to you, because this is incredible. You can hear there's no rattles, no ticks, no anything of any concern. Just one great big lump that is ready to blow you into next week. And everything on that engine, as well as cosmetics, is also checked out as soon as any car arrives into stock here at Emerald. And that of course means it goes through the patented Emerald 128 point check prior to retailing. So that is everything on this E63. I do truly hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's been informative, and I hope it's helped you in your quest to get this car on your drive within 48 hours. We're more than happy to discuss any finance options, part exchanges, or any other queries you may have on the E63 itself. So for me, it's thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.